As you know, the financial industry in general got bombarded. And there was negatives and there was positive in regards to COVID. So what happened with my clientele is my clientele meets with me on a quarterly or annual basis, and we do a complete review of their portfolio free of charge. And when we meet, we sit down and we do a suitability and we look at their wants and needs, and we always have an emergency fund set aside. So the positive side for my clients was we already knew that if there was something to happen like a pandemic, that we have funds that are waiting there to assist.
Financial representative Laura Herfy says the financial planning and preparation world also got hit hard when the pandemic hit, but customers' well-being was at the top of their company's priorities.
I actually specialize in retirement income planning and taxation. I love dealing with taxation. I love talking to individuals about tax-free savings. A lot of individuals aren't aware of different product types that actually offer tax-free savings. So we like to push that for our clientele and let them know, you know what, we're here to help you become wise with your money and to be able to check off all the goals that you have to accomplish in your lifestyle and your time frame. The great part was the majority of my clients did not have to tap into that funds. They already had tax advantage funds that we had saved up that we were able to tap into. A lot of them had retirement funds that they could tap into. These are for the retiree clients. What happened during COVID also is that the federal government passed the CARES Act. A lot of individuals aren't familiar with the CARES Act, but what it does is if you, let's say, either lost your job or were affected by COVID in some point, you were allowed to take out, or you still are until December 31st, allowed to take out up to $100,000 from a retirement fund such as a 401k or an IRA. And the great part about it is if you're under the age of 59 and a half, the federal government is taking out that 10% penalty. In addition, the tax advantages, you can write this all off in 3 years instead of 1 year.
Herfy says making sure her clients had peace of mind was a daily goal for her.
In times like this, everybody gets anxious. And so as long as you don't, especially when it comes to investments, you don't make decisions based upon your emotions. And luckily, I've been blessed with my clientele that will constantly call me, or I will constantly call them. During the pandemic, I've actually more than 2 to 3 times now have constantly called every single one of my clientele, spoken to them, and wanted to make sure, hey, are you okay? Is everything fine? Whether it's with your financials with me or just in general. I don't mind going out and helping a client if there's something they need. A lot of these clients don't have anybody around, so why not be that person to help them?
A part of that is making sure clients are comfortable.
Obviously, construction has been going on, and I'm right off of these 24, and so it's very loud, it's very noisy. On the days that I know that it's going to be extremely loud, I actually will contact a client a week before or whatnot, and we will reschedule the appointment to suit a location that fits them, whether it's their house or at a coffee shop or different locations. I want to be as accessible to my clientele as possible.
When it comes to business, Herfy says it's nothing to worry about.
Thrivent Financial is actually a not-for-profit Fortune 300. So we are very, very big, very wealthy company. We have over $100 billion of assets under management, so very successful.
That doesn't mean the pandemic hasn't changed the way they do business.
It has impacted the entire company. I would do I would do in-person meetings versus virtual meetings before. I do lectures in regards to Social Security, lectures in regards to the CARES Act, but these used to be in person. And these are free lectures that I offer to anybody. We don't sell any products, we just want to make the citizens aware of all their resources. And it's just nice to do it in person, so then therefore if they have questions they can see you and do it. The only difference now, it's done, Zoom, and it's going to continue to be in Zoom until January. And so a lot of people are just either burnt out with Zoom or just don't understand it. So it's a bit unfortunate to not have those resources available.
That isn't stopping new clients from coming in. Herfy says she's receiving referrals at least once a day. She also has something in mind for new customers.
Anybody that's going to be a new client, I am offering a free complete analysis of their portfolio. So if they want to come in and just bring all of what they have, whether it's investments or when I say free analysis, I take a look at everything from their debt to their credits, and we put everything together and we look at, again, their goals. We want to see where they want to be in life. And so I'll offer a complete free portfolio to see if they can actually manage and accomplish where their goals are going to be.